Hey yo, what's good? It's your boy Nano coming to you live from my kitchen. You know what it is. How's everybody doing today? Hope you guys are great. I'm doing great. I got a great recipe for you guys today. I'm glad you guys tuned in here today at Nano's Kitchen. I'm Nano. We got a great one. Like I said, it's gonna be something a little different. We're doing pasta, but a healthier version of an Alfredo pasta. We're not using any milk, any butter, any eggs, anything like that. We're using just cashews and potatoes as the Alfredo sauce. So, and you can add a little bit of milk if you'd like, any kind of milk of your choice. I personally just add a little bit of water just to make it a little more creamier. But again, you could add some milk if you'd like, not necessary. So we got a great recipe for you guys today. So I hope you guys are ready. I'm so excited. Let's get to it. All right, here are listed ingredients you will need to make this recipe. Feel free to pause the video and gather your ingredients. So first we're gonna start off with the cashews. I'm using about 6 to 7 ounces. I'm gonna put them in a bowl with boiling water and then cover them up and then let them just soak up until the potatoes and cauliflower are done, which will be about 30-45 minutes or so, maybe less. So just put them in a bowl, cover them up, just put them aside. I'm going to put some potatoes in a pot, fill them up with water, and I'm going to boil them. I'm using mini potatoes. This is the type of pasta I'm using. It's whole wheat, penne, rigate, rigate, whatever you say. Put it in a pot, cover it with water, and put it on the stove as well. I'm gonna start boiling the potatoes and the pasta. While I do that, I'm going to mince up 2 cloves of garlic. Just give a fine little mince in there. Really just keep working it with your knife. Watch those fingers, keep the knife on the board. Put that into a bowl. I'm chopping up 1 bell pepper into medium-sized strips. Since I'm making a pasta, I don't want to make them too small. So I just cut them long ways, and then I'm just gonna cut them 1 time in half. Put them in the bowl as well. With that, I'm chopping up 1 poblano pepper. Again, I'm chopping them up into medium-sized strips. So I'm cutting them up long ways, then I'll cut them into thirds. I want to be able to have a nice little fork with the pasta and the ingredients as well. So then I'm also going to chop up 1 onion. I'm going to cut them up into rings first, and then I'm just going to cut them up in half. And then later on when I cook them, they'll kind of form into little strips. So I'm also going to chop up 10 to 12 mushrooms into thin slices. I like mushrooms, so I'm going to add them into this Alfredo pasta mix. Cut them up into thin slices and then put them aside in a bowl, in a separate bowl, aside from the bell peppers and the garlic and onions. I'm also going to break down 2 crowns of broccoli. I'm going to cut them up with a knife first, and then I'm going to break them down even into smaller chunks with my hand. I just feel like it's easier this way. I'm also going to cut up 1 head of cauliflower into small chunks. This is what we're going to be adding into the potatoes a little later on. So break them down with a knife, then again break them down by hand into smaller chunks. And this is the potatoes, and the pasta are now boiling. So I'm gonna put them on medium-high heat. I don't want them to boil too much, and just let them boil nice and slow. After about 15 to 20 minutes of the potatoes boiling, I'm going to add the cauliflower in with the potatoes, stir everything together, and just let them boil together for the remainder of the cooking process. So to a pot, I'm going to add about 2 to 3 tablespoons of olive oil on medium heat. With that, I'm going to add in the onions, the peppers, and the garlic. Just put everything into that pot. Be careful, you don't want to burn yourself. And then stir everything together, mix everything well, get a nice even coat of oil onto all the veggies. And we're going to let that cook for about a minute or 2. And then after about a minute or 2, we're just going to get up in there and stir that thing, you know. It's been cooking for a little bit. The heat's going. The veggies are starting to sweat a little bit. So stir that thing. Don't be afraid to get up in there. And after about another minute or 2, we're going to stir it again. Just keep watching it, keep stirring it. And then after about 5 minutes of cooking, we're going to add in the mushrooms. I don't want them to be too soft for this video, so I'm cooking them a little less than usual. I'm going to add in the mushrooms, and I'm going to stir everything together. With the mushrooms, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of salt and 2 tablespoons of pepper. And with that, I'm also going to mix everything well. Let all the flavors get in there, cook for about another minute or two. It's time to stir that thing. It's time to get up in there. Really work that wrist. Don't be afraid to really just break that wrist. Stir everything up together. And again, we just want to watch it. After about another minute or two, we're just going to stir it again. And here goes just a little preview of what's going on in the bag. The pasta was done, so I took it off the stove and I strained it. And the potatoes and cauliflower are cooking. So now I'm going to place the soaked cashews into a blender along with the water. And I'm going to blend that up and put that aside. After about another minute or two while I was doing that, I'm going to stir up the vegetables again. And I'm going to add in the broccoli. Add in both the broccoli crown chunks. Stir everything together. Really work. We're going to wait about a minute or two. After about 2-3 minutes, we're going to stir everything up again. Stir that thing. And now we're going to go back to the potatoes and cauliflower. We're going to turn it off, set it aside. We're going to add a little bit of salt and pepper. First we're going to strain half of the water. We're going to take half of the water out. We're going to add in 1 to 2 tablespoons of salt and pepper. And with that, we're going to add in our blended cashews. Should be really nice, really creamy. Make sure to get everything out of the cup. And with that, I'm just going to mash up everything together. You can see all the water on the bottom just coming up. It's real creamy, real soupy. If you have an immersion blender, feel free to use that. I don't, so I'm just going to use a potato masher, a bean masher, whatever you call it. So just really get everything into a nice, smooth, creamy consistency. Come back to the pot, and we're going to add in our pasta, and we're going to add in our sauce. So put everything in together, and then you want to stir everything together on low heat. You want to stir for about a minute or two, and you are ready to go. And here you go, the final product. A nice, beautiful veggie pasta. Hey, yo, what's good, everybody? Hope you guys enjoyed the video. We are done. Hope you guys try it at home. Let me know how it goes. Alfredo pasta. Delicious. Different, it's a twist on it, right? With the cashews, oh, the flavors are so good. You get this creaminess, you get this nuttiness. It's so delicious. Hope you guys try it. Let me know how it goes. If you guys enjoyed the video, please tune in next time for another amazing recipe here at Nano's Kitchen. Peace.